Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Listen, it is day, I believe, number 5, right? Of the free homeschool coaching. Y'all come on in. Let me fix some stuff here. I was able to come live today, so that's a shocker. With no issues. So come on in, say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you're here. It's day 5. We got plenty to talk about, right? It's a bunch going on. Let me share this out. And let me share this into some groups. If you're coming in, say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you're here. If you're new, say, hey, girl, hey. If you are old, say, you know what to say, right? By now, y'all should know what to say. Hashtag Guru Click, right? Hold on, I'm going to share this out into some groups, guys. If you can, please share as well. Let's see. I'm going to share it one more time and then I'm done. So how has everybody's day been? My day has been fairly relaxing. Not too much has happened. Of course, I told you guys we are on break here at our house. That bun is fuzzy, ain't it? There is not too much going on at our house. We are not doing school right now, so we're on break. So we've been kind of chilling, and the kids have had freedom to do whatever they want to do. The only thing that I've really required them to do this week is some chores around the house. So we've been pretty free. And then we've had some stuff going on with one of our businesses, so I've been working with that. And then, of course, I've been working with the coaching and all that good stuff. So there's been a bunch going on. Hey, Latoya. Y'all, hold on. Let me fix this bun. Don't talk about me, okay? But y'all say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you're here. Let me open this up. If you're new, again, say, hey, girl, hey. Okay, if you're old, say hashtag Guru Click. Hey, Velvet. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, Latoya. Y'all, my hair tie is stuck in my hair. Hold on. So I hope everybody is having a good day today. I hope you were able to do what you needed to do, get it accomplished. Like, how is it going, especially to those ones who are temporarily homeschooled? How's it going with you? Are you stressed? Are you having issues with what's going on? Are you needing any guidance? Like, what's going on? What's the deal? If you can come in the room, go ahead and share for me so we get some people in the room. Try to fix my bun, and I think I just made it worse, y'all. I did. That's okay. Don't judge me, y'all. Just know I got a head full of hair, and sometimes it acts right, and sometimes it doesn't. So what questions do you have for me today? What's going on? Like I told you, we are out of school right now in our house, so we are not doing schoolwork. We are chilling. This is our spring break. We were planning on traveling, but because of what is going on, we can't travel. So we're just kind of doing our own thing, chilling, not getting really to enjoy the break as much as possible. I keep sharing on my page about how I don't want you to think that what is happening now is what true homeschooling is. We are not stuck in the house as homeschoolers. We do not just stay in here all day, every day. We do not lack social connection with each other. It's very different. It's very different than you think it is. And so I don't want you to think because you are being forced into doing something similar to homeschooling that this is what homeschooling is. Sitting at home, looking at a computer for hours at a time, getting the schoolwork done. That's not what homeschool is about. It's very different. And I'm not going to lie to you. As homeschoolers, this is a struggle for us. One reason is because we don't like when everybody's out of school. To be very honest with you, because that means typically the places we like to go are packed. And so we don't like that. And then also we don't like being stuck in the house. Like homeschoolers are typically not stuck in the house. Of course you have people that, don't have a choice and sometimes are actually home. But like us in our family, we are typically not home Monday through Friday, like every single day. And so it has been rough having to stay home and be in the house and have that type of interaction. Guidance is most definitely a balance for sure. Yeah, and it's difficult to balance. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that when you struggle through this journey that like it's a piece of cake for us, because just because we're homeschoolers, it's not necessarily a piece of cake for us as well. We struggle too. There are some moments that we're exhausted and we're tired and our kids are getting on our nerves and we're getting on our kids' nerves. Like it's all wrapped in one. And so I don't want you to think that because you're in this journey, forced or not, that you're alone and that you have to struggle, by yourself. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. So again, we are on day 5 of 30 on the free homeschool coaching. So ask whatever you want, whatever questions you have concerning homeschooling, what it means, how serious is it? One of the things I'm having to talk about a lot again is because people are being forced into this type of lifestyle, they want to know how to transition into homeschooling, but then they want to go back to traditional school. And I have to explain to them that the steps to do what you guys are doing as temporary homeschoolers is very different than the steps taken for somebody who is going to be homeschooling permanently. And so the steps for you guys that are transitioning right now because of the thing that is going on around the pandemic that's going on, that transition, that process is way different than someone like myself who is actually planning on homeschooling. Like this is it. We're not going anywhere else. So I see I've got a couple people in the room, a total of 20 plus in the room. If you could hit share, let's get some people in the room. Let's get some questions answered. You guys ask whatever it is pertaining to homeschooling. We have talked about the schedule. We've talked about how long you should spend on lessons. We've talked about connecting with your kids. We talked about making lasting memories. What is it that you guys need right now in this journey? What do you need? Anybody? I got all these people on this live and nobody has any questions. Anybody? So I can again just talk to you about the things that we do here in our house on a normal basis as far as homeschooling is concerned. I can go through a typical day for us. So I do not typically wake up our children. Our children wake themselves up. I get up around 7 o'clock-ish, and I say ish because sometimes that's wrong. And I get up around 7 o'clock and work on our logistics business with my husband and do some things as far as that's concerned. Our children wake themselves up around 10:30, and they get their day started. They may come in and do cook breakfast, basically. So between that, in that first early hour, they're able to make whatever breakfast they want, whether it's cereal, oatmeal, malto meal, or they want to make eggs and bacon, whatever it is they want to make. They are able to sit down and make their own breakfast. While they're doing breakfast, they're usually reading. So they'll have their book with them and they're reading. And they'll go, through that for probably about 30 or 45 minutes. 2 of my babies love to read. And so I can give them a book and they will sit there and read all day if I let them. Well, not all day, but y'all know what I mean. They'll read for a long time. And so sometimes I have to tell them like, okay, guys, we have other stuff to do. Let's move on. And so after that, they're done reading, eating breakfast. They put their stuff away. They get up, brush their teeth, wash their face. And if they choose to wear pajamas, if they choose to change into regular clothes, they can. It doesn't really matter to me. The only way it matters to me is if we have plans like a doctor's appointment or something like that. And so they do that, get started for the day. We do, every single day, we do math, ELA, Bible, and foreign language. So those are the things that are on our schedule every single day. We alternate days, Mondays and Wednesdays we do history, and Tuesdays and Thursdays we do science. So that is how our schedule works. My kids typically spend anywhere from 30 minutes to 45 minutes on a lesson. If they are sitting there working diligently, we are usually done with our school day within 4 to 5 hours. We are completely knocked out and done. So we have the rest of the day to do whatever it is that we need to do. So that is how our day goes. That's how we run things around here in our house. But I do know that there are other homeschoolers that do it a different way. We choose to do several different subjects every single day. There are homeschoolers that choose to do stuff like they will only do math all day long. So maybe Monday will be math day and they'll only do math. They'll get as far as they can get for however long they do it. And then the next day they'll do science. The next day they'll do ELA. The next day they'll do history. So instead of making it a block schedule of all of the subjects, they choose to make each day a subject. So there are some homeschoolers that do it that way. So the thing about homeschooling, and that's if you are transitioning into actual homeschooling, you have to find what works for you, because although we all have the same goal, which is educating our children, or, you know, making our children better in our eyes, whatever that means to us, or seeing education outside the box, whatever that means for you, that means your schedule may be completely different than ours. I also have a friend where her child, he does one subject for a semester, and that's how they do it. So they'll do, I think they were doing, it was something with science. Maybe it was chemistry. I think they were doing chemistry. They did chemistry for a whole entire semester. That's all they did was chemistry, chemistry, chemistry. Took the test, passed everything, did what they were supposed to do. And then once they were done with chemistry, they moved on and went to math and worked on math for a semester. And they rotated like that throughout the year, and that worked for her and her child. Now, that would not work for me, and that wouldn't work for my kids, is because they'd forget it just like that. Like, we'd spend all that time on chemistry, or we'd spend all that time on math, and then have to come back to it all over again when we go back to it a year later. But the thing about homeschooling more than anything else is that finding your own rhythm, thinking about education outside of the box. Because the fact of the matter is, guys, think about how much information that you learned in school do you actually use in your normal life now as an adult? Not a lot, not a lot. And so, I mean, it doesn't take all of that. Yes, you can do that if that works for you, but it doesn't take all that. I'm going to look at the comments real quick. Y'all are welcome to chime in, especially you guys who are old heads and know what is going on and what it's about. Thank you for sharing, Megan. Hey, girl, hey. Chrissy says resources for kids with ADHD and dyslexia. Okay, so Chrissy, there is a homeschooling page that is it's similar like mine. That is it is centered around ADHD and dyslexia. So there's a resource there, and I'll have to get that for you. Send me a message, and I will do that after we get off of the live. Charity, hey girl, hey, I'm here because I'm so lonely for tall humans. Oh, Charity has a daycare, guys. Let's see. Most complicated is getting the kids to adjust to this temporary change. They want to sleep, eat, and lay around. Okay, so Velvet, let me be honest with you. It is a temporary change, and it's difficult for them to get used to it, but what is it going to kill them if they do sleep in later? Like, how is it going to hurt them? Unless they have to report to online school with a teacher, because like some people down here in North Texas, they have a specific time they have to jump online with the teacher, right? So unless that is the case, then what is it going to hurt if they do sleep in? Of course they can't lay around all day. I mean, you could take a break, you could do whatever it is you want to do, but I want you to get in the mindset of not having public school at home, because that's what you're probably trying to do, and that's part of the issue that you're having if all they want to do is lay around and sleep. And if they're kids, I mean, that's what they're going to want to do in the first place. I mean, to be very honest with you. Megan says, how do I find a curriculum if I choose to start homeschooling? Okay, so there's a whole process that you need to do as far as that's concerned, Megan. One of the things that I suggest with my clients is that you do a learning style study. You try to find the child's learning style and find a curriculum that fits best for that learning style. I was trying to see if I had one of my books, a really good book that I always recommend, and I think I got this book for 99 cents. Let me see. I don't think I see it on my bookshelf. But it's Kathy Duffy, 101 curriculum choices or something like that. Y'all, I have books all over the place. Don't judge me, okay? Let me see. This might be it. Nope, that's not it. That's their science workbook. But it's a thick book. I don't know what I did with it. Did I give it away, y'all? Sometimes I give stuff away and I'm not supposed to. But it is a book. It's by Kathy Duffy. It's 101 curriculums, and it gives a breakdown of all the curriculums you can possibly think of, tells you what it's good for, what it's not good for, and then there's a little quiz in there too that you can take, and it'll help and assist you in that process as well. So look at that book. Hey, Tamika from New York. Charity asked Megan, what grades are you looking for? Charity says, we start at 5 a.m., done with math and government by 7 a.m., English and science during quiet time, Bible during supper with the whole family. Hey there, Holly. Hey, girl. I sure will. Thank you. You're welcome. Again, it's by Kathy Duffy, and it's 101. Man. Oh, wait. I think I see it. No, I lie. Let me stop looking because I'm not going to find it. Y'all have books all over the place. There's a bookshelf there. There's a table with some books there. There's some books over there. There's a bookshelf behind this banner back here. Bookshelf. There's stuff all over the place. But don't judge me. You're not a true homeschooler if you don't have books all over the place. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to transitioning, if you do decide to switch and move from temporary homeschooling into permanent homeschooling, you have so many options. And one of the best things to do, I always instruct my clients, is don't jump into curriculum. If you're choosing to homeschool, so say for instance, you're like, this is the jump start that I need, right? Like, this is what I needed. I am going to homeschool my child. This just gave me the confirmation that I need to go ahead and do that and get started. Your priority is not curriculum. I know that sounds crazy. I know people hate hearing that. I know people don't believe me, but you do not need to be focused, at least for the first 6 weeks of being at home. You don't need to be worried about curriculum. The curriculum's going to be there. It's not going anywhere. It will always be there. Like, it's not going to change. What you worry about is changing the mindset of you and changing the mindset of your child. Because I can't say it again, I can't say it enough, that having traditional school at home is not necessarily helpful for most homeschoolers. Some people it does work for, to be honest with you. Some people enjoy that. Some kids love structure. Some people love coming home or going to the house and having a bell and all that good stuff. Some people love that. But a lot of homeschoolers don't enjoy the structure of that. And what happens is you're trying to keep up with the demands of what's going on in traditional school, when traditional school has a whole team of people to make things happen for that teacher to do whatever it is they need to do. And when I say whole team of people, I mean, like, you've got the curriculum, you've got the counselors, you've got the principal, the admin staff, you've got people circled around you to make this a possibility. Whereas when you're homeschooling, it's literally just you and your family or your spouse or whomever it is that's helping you through that process. Y'all let me know if that makes sense. If you're popping in and you're new, say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you're here. Let's see. Yeah, homeschooling is, I tell you guys all the time, like, I'll be honest with you, it was never in our radar. Like, it was not, we were not going to do this. It was not in my mind. And let me just tell you a little bit about my story, right? So my husband and I, we own a logistics business, but we've been in the logistics business in general for over 20 years, 20 plus years, probably like 20, almost 25 years at this point together. But we were working for a major company. We stopped. He decided to start his own. And then I ended up not working anymore. And so when that happened, we ended up focusing on that business. Y'all, I was living the good life. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. Like, listen, the kids were off. I get up in the morning. The kids were off to school. The hubby was off handling business with the truck and all that good stuff. And I was getting up in the morning and I was going to the gym. I had lost weight. My skin was looking all good and fresh because I was working out, you know. I would work with him for a little bit and then have the whole day to myself and then go pick the kids up from school and, you know, have a different, you know, different things to do. It was never part of my plan to be homeschooling my kids, y'all. I was living my best stay-at-home wife life. Do you hear me? Like, y'all, I was chilling. If I wanted to take a nap, I could take a nap. If I needed to go run errands, I could run errands and not worry about lugging all the kids with me. I didn't have to worry about curriculum. I didn't have to worry about anybody's time card. When I needed to sit down and work in the business, I would sit down and work. And then when I was done, I was done. Like, I was living my best stay-at-home mom life. And this has changed that completely. And it's not for the faint at heart. Can everybody homeschool their child? Yes, I believe everybody can homeschool their child. Is it for everybody? I don't necessarily believe that it is for everyone. But that's something you'll have to, search and talk and, think about and pray, meditate, whatever it is that you do to determine if that's something that will work for you. So I'm going to look at the comments again. If you're new again, say, hey, what's up? Let me know that you're here. Say, hey, girl, hey. Let me know that you're here. Hey, Ariane. Let's see. Hey, Chris. Y'all, I'm having some issues with my comments. So if I miss you, just go ahead and repost it and I'll ask it. I'll go back and read it because it's being different. Let's see. Oh, there you go, Chrissy. Okay, see, I'm missing comments. I've learned that deschooling process is a must. When I first started, I emulated the traditional school setting, and anxiety quickly set in for my daughter and me. We deschooled and explored. Exactly. So I was getting ready to say that, and I messed up. I did not go into detail. So deschooling is the very next step. When you decide that you're going to homeschool, deschooling is the very next step. And what deschooling is, in just like little terms, like really small terms, is breaking the habit of being in traditional school. That's what you're doing. You're taking the time to break that habit. So you're enjoying each other. You're getting to know each other. You're finding out each other's loves and passions and what they're interested in. You're going to parks and museums, and you're taking walks, and you're going hiking, and you're getting to know and experience each other in a different way. It's not about curriculum at all in any way whatsoever. Now, it is suggested that you deschool 1 month for every year your child was in school. I'm not about that life. My oldest child was in school for eight years, and so that meant that we would have had to deschool for 8 months. And I was like, nah, fam, like that's not gonna work for me. Like I can't sit here for 8 months and do nothing. Like they're gonna have to do some worksheets or something. Like that's how I was feeling. And so what ended up happening was I was like, well, I'm just gonna deschool for like a week. So for a week we chilled, we didn't do anything, whatever the case may be. And the next week I was ready. Okay, y'all, let's get started. Let's go. And like halfway through that first week, y'all, I was about in tears because we were all miserable. I was miserable and upset. The kids were miserable, upset. They were tired of me barking at them. And I was tired of barking at them myself because they weren't getting their stuff done. Like we were all miserable. And I was telling somebody about it. Like I was confiding in someone who was a homeschooler. And she was like, girl, just deschool. Like start over. You didn't do it long enough anyway. And I'm like, okay. So we deschooled, and this time we deschooled for 2 weeks instead of 1, because I thought I had it figured out, right? I thought I had it together, y'all. I was a manager of a major company. Like I thought that I got this, right? I can manage my household. This is what I do. This is what this is my jam. This is what I got, right? And so we deschooled again for 2 weeks, and we came back, and like that next week, I was so upset. It was the exact same thing. We were having the same problems. And so then that time somebody said, okay, you like really truthfully need to deschool. And so in my need to be in control, we only deschooled for 6 weeks, but the 6 weeks actually worked for us. And then sometimes we have to go back to it too, because I didn't take that full break, and that's my fault. But sometimes we do have to go back to deschooling and kind of change our thought process. And to be honest with you, deschooling is probably more for me than it is for the kids, because the kids are cool. Like they're like, Mom, we're homeschooled. We're supposed to be doing this. Like we can chill. We don't have to do it that way. And I'm sitting here all anal, you have to do it this way. It's got to be done this way. And why are you doing that way? And they're looking at me like, lady, we're homeschooling. Relax, lady, relax. So deschooling is absolutely important, Chrissy. You're absolutely right. Hey, Chris, our first year was a bust until we learned about deschooling. Absolutely. I get it. All right. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. She said, we not considering it. It's just a matter of time. Okay. Listen, when you're ready, let me know. I got you. Yeah, Holly, you ain't lying. Schools have janitors and lunch ladies too. Listen. Because that's a whole nother ball game. Doing household chores. Because here's my thing. You guys, we're home we will be. We're home more than anybody else, right? Homeschoolers are home a lot more than the average kid, right? And then when we're home, or if we're not home, like with us, it was transitioning. So we come home, take off all the soccer stuff, do all this, and then run out the door and go do something else, right? So stuff is laying all over the place. It was so difficult for us to get into the habit of, hey, everybody's going to contribute to the family. Everybody has a responsibility. Everybody has chores. Everybody has something they need to do. And to be honest with you, it doesn't always work, and we fall behind, and I'm not always strict on them and tell them to get it done. But for the most part, putting, instructions in place and they know what they're supposed to do has worked for us. And we use that as a part of our education as well, teaching them how to take care of what they've been blessed with. Schooling times 6. Are y'all home, Ariane? Are all of y'all home? I didn't even think about that. Oh my goodness. Wow. We'll have to talk. Yes, that's the benefits of being at home with mom, and school kids don't get that special attention, right? And y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I keep telling y'all this. I think I've told y'all this every single, video that I have done. This is day 5. Even when you're temporary homeschooling, even because I'm saying that wrong, but the schools are closed, right? Or the schools are indefinitely closed for the 2020 school year, or maybe until mid-April, whatever the case may be. Don't stay so focused on getting all this schoolwork done, y'all. It's gonna be okay. Those teachers are gonna reteach that stuff anyway, and y'all know it. You know it. I know it. Y'all know it. They're going to come back and reteach that information in the first place, because everybody is not created equal when they come home. Everybody doesn't have the same access to the materials. Everybody doesn't have the same peace to be able to sit in front of a computer and do their schoolwork. They are going to reteach this stuff. This stuff is going to be retaught. They're not just going to skip over it. Like, nope, you should have did that when you were in homeschool during the pandemic. Like, they're not going to do that. That's not realistic. So y'all think about that more than anything else. And I keep saying it as well. These kids are going to remember this period of their life forever. For the rest of their life. They are going to remember this for the rest of their life. What do you want them to remember? Do you want them to remember sitting at a computer all day, their mom barking at them all day because they're not getting schoolwork done? Or do you want them to remember your mom sitting there reading a book with you, or reading a story to you, or watching a TV show with you, or playing a video game, or playing a board game? You have so many different options. What do you want your child to remember about this current time, about the climate of what's going on right now? What do you want them to remember? They will never forget this. Never. Now, we'll get old, right? Because we old. Look at the gray hair. We'll get old and we'll forget. We won't think it was that big of a deal. But these kids, these are babies. They will never forget this right now. Man, I remember when I was 8 and the school closed down for the rest of the school year. They will forever remember this. But what will they remember about this time? Will they remember that mom loved me? Will they remember that mom took interest in what I was interested in? Will they remember that mom asked me questions about me and learned who I was as a person? Will this be a moment where your relationships with your children are pivotal, like where they change, where they either get better or worse? Like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Let's see. Yep, that's been okay. We took 6 weeks off while I set up curriculum, etc. Right. We are scheduled because special needs. Most important is to do what works for you. My kids would freak out if they didn't know what to expect. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Everything doesn't work for everybody. Everything doesn't work for you. Like the way I do it may not work for you. We are loosely scheduled, right? But I do know families such as Ariane, I do know, who require a lot more structure because of some of the things that they have going on. Do what works for you. If it doesn't work, stop and try again. If you get into it and you realize you don't like it, cut it off and do something else. It doesn't have to stay that way. My baby will be 2 in May. Okay, so listen, your baby is 2. Learn via play. That's all you need to do, Charlicia. That's it. Just learn via play. You want to read lots of books to her. Read. You want to play games. You want to work on letters. You want to make it fun. I don't know, a couple months ago, I shared a video of this gentleman with his son, and they were learning the difference between W and M. And for some reason, it was hilarious to the baby. He looked like maybe he was maybe 2. And I think that's pushing it. But he had the big styrofoam letter of the M, and the W, right? So she had the big styrofoam letter, and when he would take it and flip it and go W, the baby would just crack up laughing and say it, W. And then he'd flip it back over and it would be an M, and he'd say M, and the baby would crack up lying and say laughing and say M. Y'all, make it fun for those babies. Don't have your baby down there doing no worksheets and they 4 and 5. It's unnecessary. 3 and 4 years old sitting down doing worksheets. It's unnecessary. Now you can give them a piece of paper, teach them how to write their name and start working on that stuff. But sitting doing book work at 3 and 4 years old, you'll never get me to say that that's okay. Like never. You won't. Hey Key, can we discuss the fact that homeschoolers want to eat all day long just because they are home? Okay, so listen, y'all, that's what they do. And you know, the thing is when they go to regular school, right? When they go to regular school, they don't go to the teacher and tell the teacher they're hungry and ask for food. I don't know what it is about being home and knowing that you have all that food and all those snacks and coming in there and getting it. But my kids are forever hungry. Like I have to say, like I'll listen. Our bedroom is a little bit away from the kitchen, but it's close enough so I can hear. And I'll listen for some rattling, or I'll listen for somebody going to the cabinet. I'm like, who's in my kitchen? Nope, you just say, get out my kitchen. Like, I mean, I don't understand what it is about kids being home and eating you out of house and home. One of my sons ate a whole thing, not like the little thing of strawberries, not the little like thing like this, but you know where they're big, the big tub of strawberries. Y'all, he rinsed them off and ate all the strawberries in one sitting. All of them. I said, sweetheart, they were supposed to last us for a couple of days. Your stomach is going to be hurting. No, my stomach is not going to be hurting. Later on, his stomach was hurting. Y'all, I don't know what it is with these kids. They're forever hungry. Today, my tiny humans decided my son and I had to save the worms that were dying on the sidewalk in the rain. It was fun. Not one bit of guilt about playing hooky today. Exactly. Just getting to know each other. Listen, your kids are at home all day, every day. How many times has your child went outside to play since they've been home? My kids have been out every single day. They have been outside playing every day. Mama, it's not raining. Can we go? Absolutely. Yeah, you can go. Do they get to go over their friend's house? No, we're not going to go over our friend's house because we're not quite sure what's going on over there with what's going on. We want to stay away. Y'all want to play outside? Go ahead and play outside, but we're not going to go in each other's houses. Like, we don't want to do that. I mean, have your kids gone outside? Have they been able to just be a kid? Have y'all pulled out the board games? We have tons of board games. Have y'all pulled out the board games and just sat and played a board game? What have y'all done besides sit at a computer all day? We are home, looking forward to going back, but not going to happen soon. I know, Arian, all the way here in North Texas, they have closed a lot of their schools indefinitely. So it's about to be different down here. Michelle says, thank you for encouraging parents who are new to this. Absolutely, guys. And please share this out if you can, because here's the thing, guys. There are plenty of us out here. I'm not the only one, to be honest with you. I'm not the only one out here encouraging folks that you can make it. But hey, it is what it is. I'm here, and I want you to know that I'm here. Hey, Mom. Oh, you hired your mom? Ooh, that's interesting. I know. Any advice on deschooling at home? The world is shutting down, and we deschool outside and inside the house, but mostly outside. Well, Chrissy, because everything is shutting down, like you said, it makes it difficult for you to deschool in that manner. But it doesn't stop you from doing stuff like, if you can, go on hikes. If it's not, like, depending upon what type of weather or whatever case that you may, where you are, you can go on lots of walks. Unless they have shut you down and told you guys you're completely on a quarantine, and taking a walk around the neighborhood and picking up the leaves, or looking at the squirrels and, trying to describe them, draw them, whatever the case may be, that's not going to hurt. And so you'll have to improvise, unfortunately. If you go to the grocery store, I had to go to the grocery store today, and I try not to take my children with me right now. But, you use those opportunities as, lessons learned, things about, grocery stores and buying per ounces and all that kind of stuff. Like, you have different options as far as that's concerned, but it makes it difficult when we are kind of stuck in the house. So this is kind of a different situation. Just kind of have to make the best of it. I know in our local city, everything is closed. So like restaurants, you can order, but you can't sit. All the libraries, rec centers, the indoor water park, everything is closed in our city. So there's no going anywhere for us. Like, we can't go do anything. My son just turned 10 and he had a birthday party planned for this week. We were supposed to do it and we had to cancel. And then we were supposed to travel and do it and we had to cancel that. So, I mean, it's kind of different right now just because of what's going on. So you kind of take that with a grain of salt. Charity says, imagination play is really important. You play, he wants to play, let him lead you. Absolutely. Imagination, absolutely. Shalicia says, haha, that is so my baby. He laughs at everything. LOL, we play every day already, as I'm already a stay-at-home mom. This is on point. Okay, great. So yeah, I mean, and you have all kind of things, Shalicia. If you wanted to take it, if you wanted to kick it up a notch, maybe your baby is grasping things a lot better than you expected. You could even do stuff like, you know, let's talk about red, the color red, and have him start picking out the color reds around the house. Maybe lay out some outfits or something like that on the bed or something to that effect, right? And have him pick out the red. Can you pick out what's red? Can you, like, just become creative with that? You can do, let's see, I'm trying to think of, you can do shaving cream on the table, like on your table, and have him kind of play in that. If that's too messy for you, you can take finger painting. This is my favorite because I'm slightly OCD, y'all, just a little bit. But you take paint, right? You put it in one of the big Ziploc bags, like maybe the gallon one, zip it closed, right? And then you take some duct tape and tape the zip part of the Ziploc bag onto the table, okay? So you tape it down so they can't pull it up, and then you let them finger paint through the bag. So they're not getting paint all over the place, but they feel like they're doing something. And you can do that with shaving cream as well. So that's an option as well. You have different options you can do. You can do, what are those boxes called, Charity? What are the ones that I always tell you? Busy boxes. You can do busy boxes. You have all different types of options you can do for the littles. They have the fun stuff, y'all. Let's see. My 7-year-old wants second breakfast and second lunch. Key, I don't understand it. Lord, I don't. Like today, my kids, I bought them chips to have with their lunch, but I hid them with some other stuff in my bedroom because they would just eat them all day, right? I came in and they were using the chips that we were using for nachos for dinner. They were eating those for lunch. Okay, but y'all know we have chips for lunch, so why are you eating the chips for dinner for lunch? Like, what are we doing here? What's happening? I'm hungry. I couldn't wait. My nerves. That's all I could say was my nerves. My boy is 16, over 6 foot, 200 pounds. He can eat. They all can eat. Hey, Jonisha. Every day, even when it's raining sometimes. Oh, do they go outside every day? Hey, Felicia. I just posted a great idea from another group. Color baskets for each child. Have them fill up the snacks for the day in a cup. Once the basket is empty, snacks are gone. Won't take but a few days of being hungry to gain some self-control. Oh, that's good, Mom. I saw that post too. So you have each kid with a color basket, give them the snacks for the day. They can eat it whenever or however they want to, but once it's gone, it's gone. And that will teach them how to exhibit self-control. You're absolutely correct. Key replying said, yes, my 15-year-old is 208 and can eat on an entire pizza in minutes. See, y'all, my boy has not made it that age. He's 13 and I'm scared. Thank you so much for sharing, Chrissy. I know I see him wandering towards the kitchen and I hear catch it. Right? Exactly. I'm told to take more tiny humans. Oh, we need to talk about that, Charity. How many more did they tell you to grab? The whole state of Alabama is shut down. Oh, wow. Felicia says shaving cream in a Pyrex rectangle could work. Yes, fingerprint. There you go. So you've got some more options as well. Thank you, Felicia. Babies are good for refilling things. Take a white box and pull out cut up cloths and stuff them back in. Seems stupid, but it's hand-eye coordination. Kids are really struggling with hand-eye coordination lately, and I struggle with spelling. So yeah, I mean, you have different options, guys. You have all kind of things that you can do. That's why I say the babies are fun. The little guys are real fun because you can do a lot of different things with him. Anything that we find stupid is probably fun for them, to be very honest, just to put it bluntly. So we're looking at it and we're like, oh my gosh, this is stupid. We're wasting time doing this. And they're over there having a ball. Busy boxes. Thank you so much, Charity. Yes, great ideas. I really appreciate it because better moms sometimes can be so critical. I'm new, Mom, just to inspire me. I'm loving this live. I actually saw the bag with different colors paint in it. Yeah, you can do that. Let's see. I'm trying to think of something else you could do, especially with the little ones. You could probably do some type of letter search. That you could probably do that as well. So maybe in the same type of thing with the shaving cream. So where you tape it, you put it in a plastic bag, right? Fill it up with shaving. Let me think this through for a second. You fill it up with shaving cream, right? And you put the letter in the actual in the bag, and then tape it to the table, and they have to search for the letter or search for the matching letter. Maybe draw like, this is a letter A. Now I want you to go find your A. And so they go down in there and start moving stuff around until they find the A. Maybe only put a couple of letters in there for them, because you don't want to confuse them, especially when they're little like that. When they're older, you can add more, but say you can put like the letter A, something completely different. A, I don't know, D and R or something. They look completely different, right? And then you draw like, this is an A. Look, you know, A is for apple. And then in the bag with the shaving cream, you have the A, the R, and the whatever letter I said in there. And they have to kind of sift through the shaving cream to find the A. So you have all different options, y'all. You have different options. Put them in the freezer. They never look for stuff in there. You ain't lying. Well, mine do. They look for popsicles and stuff. Yes, I did that with my home daycare. Great idea for the motor skills. Also, I dyed the rice beans, bought items at Dollar Tree, and let them dig throughout. So much fun. Exactly, Chrissy. Hey, Marissa. Super Mama, love from Spokane. Hey, girl. Hey, thank you. Hey, Denny. Felicia, cut a slit in a box or container and let them drop coins into it. You're absolutely correct. You have different options. You have so many different options. You have so many different options. Marissa, mom says, hey, I don't know if you saw her. Hey, cousin. Let's see. Hey, Teresa. My kindergartner took shaving cream and wrote her numbers 1 through 20. I put plastic over the table. She loves that. Yeah. You guys, you have all different options. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be a worksheet and paper every single time. You have different options. You can go outside with chalk and y'all can draw. You can do, I mean, we did that for a little bit. So we did spelling words. We did spelling words with chalk in the driveway. That's how we did spelling words, because they were tired of doing it here. And so we did the spelling words. I can't think of what it's called, y'all. Just every time we get on live, I forget what stuff is called. But so say for instance, we're spelling the word ball, right? We would do, I think it's a pyramid, spelling pyramid or something. So they do B, and then on the next B-A, and then the next B-A-L, and then the next B-A-L-L. They did that all over the sidewalk, all over the driveway. That's how we did spelling. And it was better for them. Then he says, dump the letters in the bin, call out a letter, and write it down like Sean is saying. Yeah, you have so many options. Died, not died. I can't spell either. I knew what you meant, Chrissy. We good. No judgment here. Judgment free. Sounds like fun, but I can't be messing over those beans and rice while we're in the Contagon. I can't even see that. Y'all know I'm blind. I'm so proud of everyone for choosing to be and do better during this very difficult time. That's my mommy, y'all. She's so proud of you, everybody. Thanks to everyone for the ideas. You're welcome. Hey, cousin. With dry beans too, especially we have to eat before cooking them. They can play, make a letter, or cover the letter you've written on a paper or what you have with the beans. Oh, okay, so I get that. So Felicia is saying maybe print the letter A, right, on a big piece of paper, and they take the beans and put it on the piece of paper, and then you can cook them later, right? Because, you know, you will sanitize them or whatever. I understand, but after that, I got everything from Money Tree, including food. I understand that. Hey, Tashelle. Littles, I put paper in clear plastic sleeves and had them draw with erasable markers and stickers, wipeable and removable. Yep, that's another way as well. So she said she put a piece of paper in the plastic sleeves, like the, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what she's talking about. But you could do that as well to practice letters. But there are so many different options that you can have. There's so many different options. I just don't want you to be in this moment because everybody else around you is frantic, right? And we're all kind of frantic. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm talking to my husband like, ooh, should we do this? Should we do that? Ooh, I got this. Do I need to go get some more of it? Like, I was talking to him about that today. We're all kind of frantic in some type of way. But yet now parents are forced to actually take on the full responsibility of their child's education. And that is making people scared. Like, they are getting scared. But I want you to know that you're not alone. You have resources. There are tons of homeschooling mamas in the comments right now that are dropping all kind of knowledge. I'm here accessible, especially for the next 30 days, every single day, just to assist you. And I want you to do this. I want you to join me at 9 o'clock. I want you to come on here, ask questions, and let me answer those for you. So if you can, do me a favor, come back, because every single day for the next 30 days, I'm on day 5 today. So the next 25 days, I'll be going live on Facebook doing coaching at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then I travel over to Instagram. I'm supposed to be there now, like around 9:45, and do the same thing. And the questions are usually different. So if you wanted to come over and follow, you could. It's the same name, Sean the Homeschool Guru, and ask all kind of questions that you need to ask. But thank you so much for joining me. I will be back again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you are needing me more one-on-one, if you're needing more information, I have a free temporary homeschool bootcamp that I'm doing Friday at 12 p.m. All you have to do is register. I have posted the link. I believe I posted the link. I may have not. Let's see. Let's see if I can post it now. I have posted the link. All you have to do is click the link and register. And it's literally, I think it's like enter in your first name and your email address, and then you get the information to sign in for the actual boot camp. But I suggest everybody, if you have any questions, like if this is the type of thing that you like, you need, you enjoy, the boot camp is more of an intimate setting, because what I'll do is I'll help you transition to homeschooling in the meantime, and then I'll give about 20 or 30 minutes where I'll answer questions. And so it's a good place to be if you still have some questions. We talked about curriculum last time. We talked about how I'm able to work and get it all done. So it's a good class, guys, and it's free. It's completely free. There's nothing, like, I don't want anything from you. I just want you to be there. That's it. I know, Sila, I got you. LO, okay. Ooh, we did paint the letters on the garage wall, cover wall and paper, paint with the brushes on fingers. My kids love, nope. See, Denny, you know I can't do that. But yeah, Denny, that's a good idea. I think we're going to get shut down except me. Oh, yeah, because you have the daycare. You're welcome, Teresa. Join me again. I'll be back every night at 9 p.m. Marissa says, parents are so capable of teaching their kids. What a gift you are to humans you love most. Thank you so much. You're absolutely correct. We are. When this is over, I'm going to take months vacation off. You need to take longer than that, Charity Child. See you tomorrow, Janisha. Do you still help with writing curriculum? I do still have my curriculum writing course, and I don't think it's on my website anymore. I took it down to focus on this. I didn't want to, let me see. I think I took it down. I'm pretty sure I took it down, Janisha. If you need it, let me know. I may have to do another course with that one, but yeah, that's a premium course, so that's different. But you guys have a wonderful night. I'm going to run over to Instagram, literally run over by clicking a button on my phone. I'm going to run over and get on Instagram and do some coaching there. You are more than welcome to join me. The name is the same, Sean the Homeschool Guru. I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time for some more free homeschool coaching. We'll be on day 6 of free homeschool coaching. Let's see. Do you still help? Yep. Let's see. Working from home and homeschooling, no joke, girl. Yeah, Marissa, I get my behind kicked. That's why I'm exhausted right now. Is the boot camp open to us oldies, or is it just for newbies? It's open to anybody, Key. Jump in. Jump in. Anybody's welcome to come. You can recommend. You don't have to be a part of my Facebook group. It's not a part of the paid group. Anybody that needs help is welcome to come. So anybody that just, even if you're just kind of thinking about homeschool and you want to ask some more questions about it, you're more than welcome to do that as well. So y'all have an absolutely wonderful night. I will see y'all again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time with more questions. Y'all get your questions together tomorrow and come back to me, all right? I'll see y'all later. Thanks for joining.